So today we are with my parents. They came to show us the massive scattered area here in the town where I'm from. There's a lot of scattered dolmens, so today we came to see them. That's why we are here.
In the middle of nature. Cristiana's town is called Pavia, which is around 10 kilometers from where I'm from, Capção. So this is very close. Bom dia. Então andou aos cogumelos? Andou aos cogumelos?
Cogumelos agora
Que é isto?
tempo.
Acho umas cenourinhas.
Umas cenouras.
Até uma hortazinha.
Está ali no açude.
Ela
Quando queriam meter
água
água
quando era aqui.
para o moinho, estás a ver estes sítios para meter em tábuas, a água tinha de entrar por aqui e além para o moinho para fazer girar as pedras.
So, explaining everything, this is a water mill. As you can see, there's like some doors that they could close back then, so they would decide where the water should go to. And this is very, very old. It's made from rocks and stones, so it's very, very old.
Oh, look at this. The amount of years that the water has deteriorated, the stone has gone like round and round for hundreds of years probably, and has formed these little holes on the stone.
This one, there is even water left on this one.
Isto era água que fazia estas coisas todas.
But nowadays there's only water around there, but this used to fill until right here. This is Cristiana's father's little dogs. Look at this, 2 of them. I don't like little dogs. I'm sorry, I only like big dogs. The bigger the better. But they're alright. Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
Além, agora ainda tem muita água, mas depois a água fica só ali naquela baciazinha lá nas pedras. E tem 4 ou 5 metros de fundo, a água fica gelada, está lá geladinha, no verão. Isto tinha sempre muito peixe. A gente vinha para aqui.
We've got a big yellow spider.
Os ovos do caga, das cascas.
Fazem vídeo a isso.
Whoa.
Ovos de caga.
So this is tortoise eggs, the wild ones.
They're very small, aren't they?
Yeah, and my dad says that probably a fox came here and ate all the eggs or something.
Yeah, they're all cracked. Yeah, most likely.
Or maybe they hatched.
Maybe. Who knows?
It doesn't look like it. It looks like they are a bit
Oh
destroyed.
no, they've got like a mark of
Teeth.
of a bite here. So I'm guessing maybe a fox came and ate the little eggs.
Foi a raposa que o comeu.
Well, we continue. Very interesting journey so far.
That was a pretty cool spider, right? The yellow one that I showed you just moments before.
So our first dolmen of the day, this is it. There is no top rock on the top because it fell, and we believe that it's this big one that is sitting right in front of us here. The dolmens are from the Neolithic times. There is so many around this area, scattered around this area like I mentioned before, and they were used for burial and funeral stuff back
Practices. Like a burial site. They used to place the body here and
there.
pay their respects, I guess.
Yeah.
Devia ser a entrada, né?
This is like prehistoric time. I'm guessing this has like maybe like 5,000, 6,000 years
I have
old.
no idea, but it's
This
from
is-
the Neolithic time, so somewhere around that era. Now it's full of stuff, but it's deep.
So once a body laid.
A body, 100 bodies or more laid here. I don't think they would bury them here, but this is like just to pay the respects of it. I'm not sure on that.
Who knows?
Who knows? But there was like a massive civilization during the Neolithic time around this area. Even your town, my town, this area here.
In our region, like in Alentejo, there's thousands of dolmens.
And similar stuff. We have the cromlech,
Oh, the cromlech,
which is
yeah.
just like rocks standing in a position that they thought it made sense for some reason, I don't know. I have to do some research on that. So there is a lot of stuff that the Neolithic man left us here.
We just found a swallow's nest.
Very famous here during the spring. Now it's no spring anymore, so they probably already left. And this is all done by,
Clay, like a spit clay.
yeah, they do it themselves. They build all this. Every year they come here and they build this in all the houses. And people get annoyed because they shit everywhere. But then they are beautiful. They're all black and white, so they are really, really cool. Another dolmen, and another one, and another one.
I think you are starting to get the idea. There are quite a few around here.
120 to be more precise, so it's estimated around 120.
Isso é cigarra.
É, cigarros.
Coisas tão feias. Esta aí nas minhas costas.
Estão aqui dois.
Estava a sentir uma coisa aí.
Ai, não mexas. Não mexas, nem
Mas não há bala, as cigarras não há bala.
Aquelas na bala, elas não voam.
As cigarras cantam. Não, parecem escrever. Mas há uma cigarra maior que
coisa tão
essa.
feia.
Olha lá, mas há uma cigarra maior que essa.
I don't like those
Bora, bora,
insects.
vamos fazer o almocinho.
Someone is hungry?
My dad's hungry.
Olha aquela parte
He wants to eat. So this is the most famous one. It's located in Pavia, in the actual town. And this is from the 4th or 3rd millennium before the Common Era. And in the 17th century it was converted into a chapel as it is now. But this is a dolmen.
This is the most famous one here.
Everybody knows this one. There's a little chapel inside, a little bell on the top, and it's been obviously
Restored.
restored. They put a lot of cement on the walls and everything because this was like just a dolmen. A big one, but it was just a dolmen.
And as Cristiana was saying, there's even a little bell there. So it's called the Saint Denis Chapel Dolmen, or Dolmen Chapel.
Something like that. Anyway, so we are done with the dolmens now, and now we're gonna visit Pavia town, where I'm from. I didn't grow up here, but this is my town. This is where my father's from. This is where we came every summer on holiday. So, and that's what my passport says. I'm from here, so I'm from here.
This is where you consider home, where you're from, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, home is where your heart is, right? So, yeah, but this is where I consider home. When I talk about home, I think about this.
But this one is by far the most spectacular one out there. This is quite famous nationwide.
Yeah, I think
If it's
one
very
of
well known.
My uncle is just sitting over there, and he just told me that this is, I think, one of the biggest ones in Europe. So, well, that was my dad that told me. Someone told me this information today. This is one of the biggest ones in Europe, this dolmen.
This is the main square of the town.
Town square, town center. We have the town hall,
Yep, this is the town hall. We got
clock tower, and this one that is for the Handschutte dance.
yeah, this is for traditional dance, folklore dance.
I think
They'll
every
dance
town-
here.
Every town here has one. And behind you we have an old church from the 1822.
There's a lot of churches.
So in Portugal there's a lot of churches. Oh, he's so cute.
Travessa do Arco.
Because there's an arch.
And Travessa, as you said in Capson's
narrow.
video, it's a narrow road.
Yeah. And Arco means arch. So, very simple name.
But this street here is one of the prettiest.
I really like this area here, and it's very fresh because you have the breeze or the wind coming in and out from this arch. Moving on, walking to the streets. Today is really hot.
It's like 40 degrees nearly.
Yeah, it's not even 12 o'clock yet. So here we are. This is Igreja Matriz. It's like the most important and most beautiful church in the town. And as you can see, it's massive. It's where people have weddings and ceremonies. It's where I was baptized. So it's a pretty big deal here.
This church has exactly the same name as my one in
All
Capson.
towns have
Igreja
Igreja
Matriz.
Matriz.
Yeah, just different towns.
Because it's like the main church of the town, so they call it Igreja Matriz.
I think I was baptized
Oh.
here as well.
Hello.
Even though I don't believe in anything, I was baptized here
Yeah.
in this church. Both of us.
Both of us were. And
It's
another
midday
thing-
now.
Not yet.
Oh.
11,
Quarter to.
Yeah, there was only 3. Oh. Maybe the clock is a bit early. I don't know.
It is a quarter. Show us your phone. It is a quarter.
To 12. Oh, okay. It stopped. There was no. Oh, it didn't stop. Anyway.
Maybe it's just angry at us.
Anyway, I think in Portugal most of the towns around here are pretty similar. They all have Igreja Matriz, they all have the little square to people for dance, the floor dances. I mean, they all have the
like the
same.
stage, like the
Yeah.
stage in the town center.
Yeah, so they all have a pretty similar.
Look,
Yeah.
at least in our region, Alentejo.
Yeah.
And even the houses are painted mostly in yellows and blues.
I think in my region, well, in my town, is mostly yellow and white. There's not much. There's not a difference here.
And this is because during the summer it gets extremely hot here in Alentejo, so people paint their houses like with bright colors, so it reflects the heat. So the houses are much fresher during the summer. It reaches like 40 something degrees.
Yesterday was 41, and today it's cloudy, but believe me, it is boiling.
Because we get the winds from the Sahara Desert from Africa, so it gets very hot here.
And dry.
It's like a dry heat, not the humid one, it's a dry one.
I think it's more difficult to bear
No.
because it's a dry heat. You can't breathe when you go outside.
Okay, yeah, I think it's lunchtime, Cristiana.
I think we should go to one last stop and then we go for lunch. My
Okay.
mom and dad are preparing it for us, and then when we arrive we're going to help out the last finishing touches. So one last stop.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Then the last stop for us is Pavia viewpoint. Here you have a view of the scenery of Alentejo.
We have like a 180-degree viewpoint.
And here, if you're from Portugal, but if you're not from Alentejo, if you come here and you look and you think, I don't know what I am, you look at this view and you know straight away you are in Alentejo. This is very characteristic from Alentejo, this view.
Look what's on your right side.
Oh,
Got some sheep
sheep.
and some chickens. Bah! Don't know if you can see, but they are somewhere
Oh,
right there.
she's coming.
Bah!
They're quiet. Yeah, this is life in Alentejo. Everything is simple. few slices of prosciutto for our appetizer.
Okay, I'm gonna cut a few slices. This is the leg. We're already more than halfway through.
Yeah, little bit left only.
This is very typical for Portuguese and Spanish people to do. To cut like the slice of presunto before lunch or dinner.
Or even for a snack in the middle of the afternoon. Anyway, I will leave you to it.
This is cured meat.
Cured pork meat.
Yeah. So we're making tomato rice. Now we're gonna fry some horse mackerels.
Yeah.
So you grab a fella, you dip him in, get that coat of flour, then we fry him up.
Yep. Obviously they were already
Already added salt.
already added salt, so they are nice and salty.
That's all we do, we just add salt, flour, fry them up.
Yep. Pretty simple, but everybody likes it. This is the way that we have it.
Hey. How is the fish? Open up, open up. Let's see that tomato rice. Oh, looks good. This was just fried with onion, garlic, and olive oil.
And
a bit of
tomato. And
paste.
we could have added some peppers, green peppers and red peppers, but today I didn't feel like it, so I only added tomato and bay leaves. Just a simple one.
Right, lunch is served. We've got some green bean soup. And then we've got the presunto with some olives and some cheese, some fresh
Goat cheese, really, really good. And yeah.
This is what a typical Portuguese house looks like. Typical lunch. And then we've got the horse mackerels coming over just right now. There's more frying up.
Yeah, there's more frying up.
And obviously we've got some wine. It's now 1:15. It's lunchtime. We watch the news while we have lunch. Here in Portugal, that's the way to go. How's that cheese?
Very good. I love this goat cheese.
The fresh one? I'm more of a presunto and
Chorizo stuff.
chorizo.
I'm more a cheese person.
Presunto only like this one. The one that we cut from the leg. Are you good? You take a bit of cheese, put a bit of salt, pepper. You eat it while you have the soup.
Esse é muitíssimo sal. Eu gosto deste queijo com tomate.
You also have a fireplace right there. Because it's very hot during the summer, but very cold during the winter. It's like a desert kind of climate, I would say.
And then some tomato with olive oil and
Oregano.
Then a bit of salt. I love tomato with oregano and olive oil with cheese, any cheese. It's dry. You've got the
Bay leaf.
leaves.
Oh, it's okay, no rice, it's enough. Thank you. Look at this. put a bit of piri piri, spice things up. Woohoo! Very good indeed.
Tá bom? Tá?
Tá muito bom.
Tá bom?
Tá quente.
Tá quente.
You eat the whole thing.
Oh no,
Head, everything.
I don't do that.
You best.
The best. Calma aí a cabeça.
Tá bom.
It's dessert time, Cristiana.
My favorite time after eating. We have plenty of choices today. My mom made chocolate mousse. We have peaches. We have
Watermelon. This is my ultimate favorite fruit in the summer. Watermelon.
We also have cherries, honeydews. It's like a type of melon. And yeah, plenty of choices.
Look at this size of this watermelon. This is just half of it.
Well, now a quarter of it. When it was half, it was like about this size.
Summertime.
Time to go. Here we go. In Portugal, it's very common to take the leftovers as well. So here we are.
Show us what you got.
We've got watermelon. We've got the
Presunto.
presunto and the cheese, watermelon and the melons, and the chocolate mousse at the bottom. That's what we have here. Okay.
Olha, vamos
Muito
colocar.
obrigado.
Põe lá o carro que traga a chave.
Tá bem.
Vai que traga.
Então vá. Tchau.
Ai, agora vamos.
Então vá. Tchau.
Vá, Deus.
Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
Quer voltar para além?
Okay, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and we shall see you on the next one. Peace.